really, but it looks like Everton is set to sign Idrissa Gueye back from Paris Saint-Germain a couple of years after he left. But for me, this is comfortably one of the best signings of the window in the Premier League. Easily, not even a debate. Look, obviously Idrissa Gueye is 33, I get that, or about to turn 33, sorry. And I know Everton want to build a bit of a younger squad under Felwell, but Idrissa Gueye is a market opportunity Everton can't pass up. And this is a guy who, in my opinion, would still start for Man United comfortably over McTominay and Fred. Is comfortably better than anything Arsenal got in that double pivot. And when you get an opportunity to buy someone like this, kind of like with James, I know that didn't work out, but you have to take a punt on this. No, it's not even a punt, this is a guarantee. Idrissa Gueye will keep Everton up comfortably. I don't think they're going to get relegated anyway, but you'll keep them up. This is a guy who's still putting up 5 tackles and interceptions at PSG, still putting up 25 pressures. It's not like he's some 33-year-old who's immobile. He's still a really nice passer, still a pretty good ball carrier, even though he's playing in a ball-dominant side. And by the way, putting up 5 tackles and interceptions, or 5.3, I know people will look at that and go, oh, he's playing for PSG, of course he's going to be good. But if you're a defensive midfielder playing in a really ball-dominant side, it's hardest to get tackles and interceptions because you don't have the ball. You know, PSG averages 63% possession every game. Like, he doesn't really have to do as much defending, yet he's still putting up elite defence numbers. And Idrissa Gueye did this in the Premier League for like 7 years at Villa and Everton. He got no credit from anyone, Idrissa Gueye, when he was at Everton. You know, whenever people would have those, who's the best player outside the top 6 kind of conversations that people used to have, everyone would say Wilfried Zaha, everyone would say Jamie Vardy. No one ever said Idrissa Gueye. And for me, he always was the best player outside the top 6. He earned his move back to PSG. And look, this is Everton taking a market opportunity. Idrissa Gueye is still their best midfielder, bar Marco Verratti, in my opinion. It's just obviously Lewis Campbell wants to lower the age of the squad. Maybe Idrissa Gueye wants a new move. I don't know. But this is just a perfect signing. Everton need a 6. Everton need a guy who can just kind of be... Because all of Everton's midfielders have question marks over them. Alan's really injury prone. Andre Gomez is terrible. Tom Davies is basically missed the whole last season. And Decore's fine, but I don't think Decore's like elite or anything. This is an instant upgrade. A guy who knows the club, knows the league. He's even got a pretty good injury record for a guy of his age. I know he's had a couple of injuries, but, you know, Corona, and the rest. He's only had a couple of hamstring injuries. And I don't think the fee's going to be that high either, or the wages. And he's still putting up elite numbers. Even if these drop off by like 30%, which I don't think they will, because they're going to be playing in a non-ball dominant side, he'll still be one of the best midfielders outside the top 6. He's got an good injury record. It's a position Everton need. Apparently Lampard wants him. It's an upgrade on every midfielder at Everton. He'll keep them up pretty comfortably, and it's instant quality into that Everton side. I don't really see any downgrades. Of course, Everton still needs to buy a young midfielder as well. But Everton I've said this about Everton before when I've done other videos about like Dwight McNeil and Ruben Van Agre and James Tarkowski and stuff. All Everton needs to do is survive the next 2 years and get to Bramley Moore Dock, reevaluate their finances, and kind of just let Kevin Felwell build the club. Like, obviously I'm a Wolves fan, I know a bit about Kevin Felwell. I'm not saying every transfer Kevin Felwell did was perfect or anything, but he is an intelligent guy, and he will at least keep Everton solid. And that's all Everton need to do, just reevaluate, get an identity again, whether Lampard's that guy or not, and kind of just rebuild and get some structure back. And Idrissa Gueye will help that. And like, I like Everton's window so far. I don't really hate any of their signings, but ultimately Tarkowski, who knows if he'll be able to adapt to outside at Burnley. McNeil still has bad output, although I think it's a good signing. And Ruben Van Agre won't be a starter. I don't mind any of these signings, by the way, but Idrissa Gueye is a guarantee. Like, whether you can pick holes in all these signings, which I don't have any issue with any of them, by the way, but Idrissa Gueye, there's no holes about this. Yeah, he's 32, so what? Who cares? I don't really think it's that much of an issue when you've bought a 22-year-old and a 23-year-old. I'm against buying older players generally, but when it's someone that's still putting up elite numbers, knows the club, it's a low fee. I don't think the wages will be like ridiculous, and it's a player Lampard wants, and it's a dire need. I don't mean this in a horrible way to Jean-Philippe Gbamin or anything, but I don't think Everton can afford to take a punt on another young midfielder right now without buying someone experienced that they can guarantee do that role. I think Everton will stay up anyway. I think they got really unlucky with injuries last season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will be back. I think Everton will be fine. Lampard gets a bit too much unnecessary criticism for me, but this guarantees it. This guarantees Everton staying up. And it's a bit of a statement, and it's something Everton fans can get so excited about, which is why, for me, this will be one of the signings in the summer. Yeah, obviously Haaland will be better, Darwin Núñez is great, whatever. But for what Everton need right now, and keeping a club of Everton side in the league comfortably, Idrissa Gueye does that, and there's literally no downsides to this signing, bar the age. Apart from the fact they're going to have to replace him in 2 years' time, there's no downsides to this signing at all. So yeah, this is just a brilliant signing by Everton. it feels like Everton have gone from doing absolutely nothing to all of a sudden comfortably staying up. So yeah, fair play to Kevin Felwell. Kevin Felwell's doing the right moves. I'm happy for Kevin Felwell because I always thought he got a lot of unfair stick at Wolves. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, peace.